What's going on, guys? It's H-Dub, and I'm here to tell you that you need to stop kissing ass and start playing your own account. Why? Because the more that you focus on trying to do something that someone else is doing, the less you're actually going to make progress on your own account. Now, a lot of people have been trying to take down this HYDRA boss when they probably shouldn't even be looking at the HYDRA boss. If you're not one king ultra nightmare comfortably, you should probably not be looking at HYDRA. Now, what I mean by comfortably is you don't have to swap gear off of champions just to make your comp work every day. I know how exhausting that could be because at one point I was doing the same thing. I was swapping gear off my arbiter on the man eaters to try to make the man eaters fast enough to work, and I did this every day for months. It was tiring, it was draining, and I had to come to the realization that I just needed to farm more, which a lot of you do. And I'm probably gonna say you need to farm more at least 10 times in this video. Now, the HYDRA boss is the next level of in-game content, right? In-game content. Now, if you are not in-game, you don't know what in-game is. There's a murdering video where he shows you what in-game is clearly on the list. I had to list up a couple videos back when we were talking about mid-game. If you are not in-game, you probably don't want to be looking at it. And what we're seeing now is similar to what we saw earlier this year when the Doom Tower came out. When the Doom Tower came out, I had some trouble with it myself. My account wasn't necessarily in a place that I wanted it to be in order to consistently and fairly easily get through the Doom Tower. This was probably the case for most of the player base. Obviously, a lot of the people who've been playing for a long time did not have much difficulty getting through it. They did get through it, but personally, no, I was not able to complete the first 2 rotations. It took me to the 3rd rotation to actually beat it on hard. Obviously, I did beat it on normal, which is possible for a lot of people if you know what the bosses do, the mechanics of the bosses, and you have the champions that can clear the waves and get you to that final boss on 120. I did not have the resources at the time, and it was very annoying to try to complete it, and I wanted nothing more to complete it, which I'm sure a lot of you still do. A lot of people still have trouble completing hard Doom Tower. Personally, for me, I've just beaten Bommel for the first time this past rotation of Bommel that we had. When Bommel first was released, I was not able to complete it. I did not have the champs, I did not have the gear, I did not have the resources, so I had to take it on the chin like a man and wait, which you should be doing because you probably do need to farm more. Now, in addition to having the champs, having the gear, the resources to max them out, that means booking them, that means getting their masteries, you're also going to need time, right? Because everything in this game takes time, okay? You're gonna need time to research, right? So you need to understand what the mechanics of the bosses and the champions you'll be facing are going to do. And you also need time to actually play it and actually try to beat it, which can take an immense amount of time. If you don't have the time to do all of those things, you'll be running around in a circle chasing your tail, which is a never-ending thing if you don't take that time to invest in actually knowing what's going on in the game. It's not enough to just watch a video, try to do what someone else is doing. It just doesn't work out, right? I did a takeover not too long ago for someone. They had already beaten Bommel. Actually, no, they said someone beat Bommel for them on the previous rotation. They already had a Crimson Helm built. Stats were decent, but they could not get it done. Why? Because they probably did not know how the comp works. They didn't probably do it themselves, and so we easily beat it for them on stream. Champion was already geared, no problem. You have to spend time in this game to understand what's going on, and if you don't have the time, a lot of things just won't work out. But as far as HYDRA's concerned, if you've not completed hard Doom Tower, if you're not farming the bosses on hard Doom Tower, if you're not one king consistently ultra nightmare, if you're not farming gold 4 or at least farming plat during the week, If you don't have a certain amount of champs, all mastered, all max skills with decent gear, then no, Hydra is not for you. And you need to just let it go, be at peace with that, and play your own account.